What is happening? Are we sick? No, we're not sick. We're just early. We're just early. Hi, Michelle. How's it going?
Hi, Faustine. It's going.
Yeah.
It's going.
So when is Eleanor's field trip?
June 4th.
Ooh,
yeah. So my daughter's in JK, and she is going on a field trip to the Museum of Nature.
JK, all the little cute kids holding onto
so
the rope.
The entire JK classes, there are 6 JK classes.
Holy crap!
They are all going to the Museum of Nature at the same time. Yeah, and I get to be a parent volunteer with I got picked to go. I'm very excited.
So are you gonna have 5 or 6 kids?
I get 5 kids I have to
keep track of.
Corral. Yeah. Eleanor is one because she's like, Mommy, I want to be in your group. But I'm like, that's kind of how they do it.
That's how that works. Yeah.
So 5 kids.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be hilarious. Yeah.
I can't. So how many kids is that? It's like 20 kids.
So she has like 23 kids in her class.
Okay.
So I think they all have around the same.
Okay.
Number of kids.
And you
said
6 classes.
6. Yeah.
That's 124-year-olds.
Yeah. It's gonna be amazing.
Teachers are amazing.
Yeah, and each class has their teacher, and then they have 2 ECEs. And then 2 parent volunteers.
Oh, so, that's great.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of adult supervision.
So like 5 adults per class. Fantastic. That's good.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be insane.
Still, teachers are amazing.
Yeah. Oh my, JK especially. Or like
I don't know if I don't know if my kinders. So only one of my kids did full day kindergarten.
Yeah, because they brought it in a little.
They brought it in. Yeah, they brought it in, and. So they brought it in when Samuel was little, but we were in a more affluent neighborhood, so that wasn't one of the early schools to roll it in. Yeah. And then by the time Nicholas was starting, it was basically the last schools that were starting the full day. Yeah. And I'm not sure that any of them did any field trips in JK or SK.
Yeah. So
I mean, skating. They did skating for sure.
Yeah, our school doesn't do skating at all.
But they had like rinks like right next to schools.
Oh, well, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas went on a field trip last year when he was in he was in SK.
Yeah.
When he was in JK, it was still kind of pandemic-y times, so he didn't go anywhere. But yeah, so. And it's completely, at our school, it's completely up to the teachers whether or not they want to organize it. So our neighbor kid who has been going to the same school, he's in grade 6 now, has never gone on a field trip, ever. And he's so sad that he's like, Eleanor's in JK and she gets to go on a field trip.
That is sad.
Yeah. And then when I was growing up, we went on field trips all the time. Like my school did at least 2 a year.
I know we did at least like 1 a year.
Because we would do, we always went to the outdoor center, which was nearby. And then we always had like a big end of the year trip. Yeah. Grade 1, we went to the Toronto Zoo.
We used to go to Logos Land.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we didn't do that. We went to a lot of Toronto stuff because we were only 2 hours from Toronto, so it was like fun stuff.
We did Logos Land with the Noah's Ark and the enormous fake giraffe sticking out the top of it.
We did the Big Apple.
And then it was water slides. That was fun.
Yeah, we did the Big Apple. Yeah. And we did like an apple orchard farm. And that was in grade 1. Yeah, grade 1 we did a couple trips because we also went to the Toronto Zoo. Oh. And like I can just remember so many field trips when I was in school. I don't know. I guess that's when. And that's when you had to do.
We did a trip. We did like a grade 8 year-end trip, I think.
We did too. We went to Quebec City.
Sudbury. We went to Sudbury.
We went to Quebec City. And then when my brother went through, he only went to Ottawa. And it was shorter. So we did like 4 days and he did like 3 days.
Yeah.
I think when it wasn't 9/11 that happened. No, I don't know. But because then when I was in things changed after that. When I was in high school, we were supposed to do a Europe trip and then it got canceled because of 9/11.
Oh, that's sucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about that.
No. But field trips, super fun.
Field trips are super fun. So we have new stuff in the store. Maybe just not a ton of it right now.
In this last week, we have not gotten a lot of new stuff.
I've been kind of busy and not receiving things.
Yeah, and honestly, the office isn't that bad. It's not like chock full of things.
No, and I guess unless the office is chock full of things, I don't feel like a real sense of urgency to like move things out onto the floor.
Space. And we changed it around so there's like more space back there. So
yeah, exactly. Anyhow, I'm probably also not going to get to receiving stuff today because I have a long
crazy meeting.
I have a long meeting with a brand new yarn rep.
Yeah, we met them at H&H.
Yeah, so hopefully we will be bringing in, well, one line later in the year. Maybe we'll see what else she has. She also reps for a button company, so that's exciting.
Yeah, we need more buttons.
We need more buttons. We need a more reliable way of ordering buttons, because buttons are tricky. Yeah. But one thing that did arrive yesterday.
We will, Katie.
Katie, relax.
It's on the list.
We got it. We have a plan. Katie's, for people watching the review, the whatever, watching it later, Katie just commented that we should talk about a thing that's happening next week, and we're like, yeah, we got it. We got it. Don't worry. Something that arrived yesterday that I am probably going to get out onto the floor next week is this fun thing. Cool. What is this? It has pieces, and it's got a thing like this. So what this is a little yarn minder thing. So what you can do is you put your balls, you have to ball it, but you put your balls on here, and so you can oh, that's Canada Post. That is Canada Post, yeah. So you put it on here, and then you can knit on the go, and it spins. So it knits on the go. And then if you are not on the go, you can set it on this little turntable thing here, and it attaches with magnets, and it goes like that, and then it's a yarn butler. It's so smart. And you can see it holds a pretty big ball of yarn, and it glides really smoothly. It's so nice.
This is super cool.
It is super cool. The little handle thing, you kind of have to have it at the right angle to take that little handle thing off, but you can take it off, and
look at that.
I love it. It's so great. I was using it last night, the other day, for things, and we have two designs. We have some of these little mandala ones, and then some of them have sheep around them.
Oh, the sheep.
And then we have two colors of straps, brown and navy blue, and you'll get a choice of which one you want.
That's fun.
Yeah, so we'll probably like have these behind the cash or something. And comes with a cute little carrying bag, because it just all comes apart like this.
And it goes flat.
And
look at that.
Just pops right inside. It's so smart.
It is such a smart design.
It is so great.
So
ta-da!
smart. That's
boom! You're all done. It's amazing. So the other thing we got from this company are so this is a little sock ruler. It's got like metric and imperial on this side, and then it has shoe sizes.
Oh, the shoe sizes is a great idea.
And
it's a slap bracelet.
It's a slap bracelet.
You know, us millennials or the Gen X / millennials love a good slap bracelet.
I love the slap bracelet. I love them. When I was a kid, I used to be like slap.
Yeah.
It's great. It was so good.
God. We had, so much fun doing that.
And then this thing is also super fun. Let's see if I can open this without disturbing it too much. So this is a little ruler.
Oh, I remember you telling us about this.
Yeah. So you put this on your knitting needles, and it is you have to knit until. So it slides up and down, and you would knit until you are at that measurement.
Yeah.
So it keeps track of how much you have knit.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's really smart. And there's little instructions in here. And I'm sure they're doing a much better job of explaining it than I am. But yeah, basically, so you put it onto your needles, and you knit until you get to the length that you need to get to, which I think is also just really super brilliant.
Yeah.
So those 3 things will be on the floor shortly, probably mid next week. And those are all from a cute little company called Twice Sheared Sheep. And
Twice Sheared.
Yeah.
In Canada, we only shear our sheep once because of our climate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Twice shearing is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can shear more than once, right? Depending, like if you're in a hot country like Australia, I think they shear more than once because the sheep need to get, they're hot and they need to get sheared. But in Canada, we only shear once because our sheep are very hardy and the weather's cold and they don't grow their fleece as fast, so they don't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this news article about a ram that had gotten away from people in Australia.
For years.
And they found him. They found him after like 6 years. And the poor thing.
He looked like
the poor thing was carrying around like 200 pounds of wool. It was, and it was like crusted on there.
Oh,
he could like barely move.
It's dangerous for sheep to not be taken care of because their wool does just keep growing and growing and growing. And
but apparently this was not the first time that he had run away and gotten
I remember
lost.
that story.
Like the little shit was a little bit of a troublemaker.
They're constantly wanting to escape.
And he kept getting lost.
Yeah.
So
sheeps.
I know.
I brought this package.
They're not very smart.
Because
you brought this over. What is this?
It's Trailhead.
We were just excellent. We were just talking about this. This was going to arrive today.
So a lot of the stuff we're going to show you is not available yet, but it's going to be available soon. So you're getting a sneak peek.
You're getting sneak peeks today. That's what you're getting today. Honestly, I think people probably love sneak peeks.
I love sneak peeks. So my favorite part of working here is when we get a delivery and being like, what is it?
What is it?
And then we open up the boxes and we ooh and we ah. And
so let's see. Okay, I think I remember what we got. Okay, so we got some these are like peel and stick. So you stick these on and so you stitch over the design whatever kind of color you want, and then it
should wash out.
Dissolves away.
Yeah.
There's instructions inside.
Yeah, with all the
designs. Run under cool water until the stick and stitch dissolves away. Allow it to dry. So super fun.
I love their packaging.
Their packaging is pretty good.
Yeah. So mushrooms, flowers. It does show you.
Mushrooms are all the rage right now.
Oh my God, we can't keep mushroom stuff in stock.
I know. Yeah, so it shows you all of the pieces that are inside. So this one is super fun. It's got like rainbows and flags. So the flags, like you could stitch them in whatever kind of color you want. Yeah. Same thing with all the rest of it. And then it's got pronouns. So super fun.
Oh, this one has a snail and little gnome. That's so cute. And then different kinds of mushrooms. All sorts of different kinds.
This one is like florals. Yeah. Super pretty.
Oh my gosh, this is nice.
So you know how Katie was doing like the embroidery on her dress? This is the perfect application for that because you can just stick it onto whatever you're going to stitch. You stitch over top and then it just dissolves
and
away.
You can do more. Oh, and they have it like a long one that would work nicely around like a pocket or something. Yeah, super cute. So I always want to do embroidery on stuff, but I don't have the patience to do embroidery, so it just
something like this would be really fast.
It would. These are small enough that it would work nicely.
Like a little mushroom, super fast.
I can't. I'm not an embroiderer. I was looking at something the other day. I was like, maybe I should get into crewel work, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Really intense though. Like that's
no, it's just embroidery with wool.
It's thicker.
Wool floss instead of cotton. That's the definition.
So then we have what they're calling their unkits. So the packaging's not much to look at. I think what we're gonna do is put a sticker on top.
Yeah.
Like with the color. Like we'll grab a photo from their website. So you can put a sticker on top and see what it is. But this is. So this is, you can probably see it. So this is a maple leaf under here. And all this kit contains is the printed fabric. So you can use floss that you have in your stash. You can pick out your own colors. You would use your own hoop. They're all designed to use like a 4 to 6 inch hoop depending on the design.
Yeah.
And basically you just go from there. So we're thinking that this will be really appealing to people who have already done a little bit of embroidery or who want to like make their own kit, because you can pick out, you know, whatever floss you want. It might be a little bit more affordable option for people who want to be getting into embroidery. Yeah. But yeah, the idea here is that you can use your own imagination for the colors that you want to pick. But sometimes we know that people like to have some guidelines, so we're going to put a full color sticker on the front. Canoes, brilliant.
Very group of 7.
Here's a controversial question. What colors should canoes be?
Red.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, there's a reason for that. Is so you can see it in the water.
Yeah.
So there's a thing like
when you ditch your canoe, you have to be able to find it again.
There's a thing about putting your kids in swimsuits that are bright colors so that you can see them in the water.
Some of those illustrations are disturbing.
Yeah, and same with snowsuits and like jackets and stuff. They said that you should give them really bright colored clothing or like outerwear so that if they ever get lost in the woods, you can see them. Because if it's blue or dark or green, they're just gonna blend right in. Yeah. And so I think about that sometimes when I buy
there's a pair of twins who live near me. I see them walking to the bus stop, walking home a lot. And they've gotten older through the years, you know, so they started off, like when I first saw them, they were like maybe 8, 9-ish, walking by themselves, but, you know, old enough to be walking by themselves. And now they're sort of like pre-teenage. Every single winter, they have had Hunter Orange toques.
Perfect, love it.
Hunter Orange toques, and I think they've also had like a series of super duper bright backpacks as well. But the Hunter Orange toques, I was like,
Orange. It's called Blaze
Orange. I'm like, oh, those are some very visible children.
Yeah.
That was a deliberate choice on the part of a parent.
And then you can pick them out in a crowd because you're like, no one else has that Blaze Orange hat. Yeah. No, it's so smart.
I know. Yeah.
Things to think about.
Anyhow, I think these are going to be really great.
I think they're super cute.
I think they're
birds.
Really great.
Everyone loves birds.
Birds.
Katie has definitely hit her bird era.
It's a chickadee.
Oh, chickadee.
I love chickadees. Chickadees are like one of my favorite creatures. I would say, I hope there are chickadees in heaven, if there is a heaven.
Or just birds, lots and lots of birds.
Chickadees and red-winged blackbirds. Mushrooms,
oh my god, the mushrooms are so good.
Mushrooms. I think I kind of went a little bit kid happy. I think I ordered a lot of things.
Those are fun. Oh my god, yes, bats. Look at that little guy. He's so cute and happy.
Little bat.
He's
I
so
love
happy.
him. Yeah.
And the fabric in there is lovely. It's linen cotton blend. So it's going to have a little bit of texture.
Nice.
It's going to look lovely once you've embroidered
There's
it.
a little cabin in the woods.
Oh, that's super cute too.
Super fun. Yeah. And there's actually a picture. There's a picture of the full design on the back. And it tells you how large it is. So it'll tell you like how big a hoop you need. Yeah. So lots of options there. These are going to come in under $20, I'm pretty sure. And so hopefully, I think that'll be really affordable. Kits lately have gotten to be shockingly expensive. Yeah. And I know everybody's a little bit more price conscious than we used to be. I know I certainly am. And we thought, hey, everybody needs still to be crafting. Yeah. So I'm hoping this will be a really great option.
I think it's a great option.
And the reason that this shipped yesterday and arrived to us today is because they're in Orleans. Rockland? Where are they? Castleman. They're in Castleman.
Close enough.
So it is a local company. This is Trailhead Yarns. They are not actually doing yarns anymore. They're focusing on embroidery stuff, and they hand dye
Tencel
embroidery floss. Yeah.
Gorgeous stuff.
It is gorgeous stuff.
Yeah.
Not inexpensive.
No.
By the by.
No.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yes.
It looks like silk.
Yeah, it looks like silk. It behaves like silk. It's got the sheen. But this is one of our H&H purchases. This stuff is also an H&H purchase. So yeah, it's starting to roll in.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't have it all come in at once because that would be
No, we have a budget and we have to stick with our budget.
Yeah.
There's an enormous spreadsheet with the budget.
Yes.
It's 20 pages long.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But I love it. I carry it around. I keep it with me at all times. I live by the budgets. Should we talk about this?
Yeah, these are pretty cute.
Okay, so this is arriving next week as well, and Madeline has started sewing up samples for the store. Yeah. So I know that it is almost 40 degrees yesterday.
But it's Christmas.
But it's Christmas. It's Christmas
in the quilt world.
It's Christmas in the quilt world.
Because all of the Christmas stuff and the Halloween stuff starts coming in now.
Yeah, I don't think I ordered any Halloween.
You ordered some Erie.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because it was super cute.
Erie. It was super adorable. Cute. I love this. This is super cute.
This is super duper cute.
Advent calendar. Oh, and look, it's got labels on the side that you can like
put on the back of the thing or put on the back of a Christmas quilt. Or I don't know, you can make like little fabric greeting cards, little fabric cards. So this is one of the super easy ones where
you just fold them up.
You just fold it up and it makes a little pocket and you top stitch it. So you just fold it up like this.
Super easy.
And it's got little lines on the side to where you fold, and then you just top stitch around all of them and it makes little pockets. And so like this is an afternoon project.
Yeah.
I would do it probably with, I'd probably do it with like soft and stable, or a fusible fleece,
something a little
and
structured.
a backing, and I would take it from there. We do have a candy cane print from this collection, and then we have 3 blenders like this. This texture. I forgot what they call it. I think it's called granite, or Toscana. So some Christmassy blenders there.
And who doesn't love gingerbread cookies?
Exactly, right?
We always have to make them at Christmas.
Yeah, and this is a nice like non-denominational secular sort of thing, but still very Christmassy. And then I kind of love this. I think this would be a great gift.
Yeah.
Like make it with your kids and give it to grandma or something.
So you know what's awesome about this? So we haven't, once that we open it up, we'll talk about it.
Oh my god.
So apron panel. Oven mitts.
Oven mitts.
Super cool.
So the oven mitts, do we have any of that Insel Bright stuff?
We'll bring it in.
We're going to bring in some Insel Bright so you can make insulated oven mitts. So there's a pair of oven mitts.
Yeah.
And there's a pocket that gets top stitched onto here.
And then it has all the straps and everything that you need.
And it has all the instructions down the side.
What's awesome about this one, there's another panel and it's a kid's version. Yes, you did.
Why did that not come?
No, it's here. It's here.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh my god.
It's a small kids version and it comes with a little drawstring pouch that you can make too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was 3.
I didn't see that.
The kids one looks the exact same. Just smaller. Smaller. It's so cute though. Oh my god. Can you imagine you and your little mini me?
And how big do you think the kids apron?
I'm gonna say it's like toddler to like 10-ish.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can like make it shorter.
Yeah, like you could adjust it a little bit for sure.
Did you ever do that trick where you would take the neck strap and then thread one of the waist straps through the neck strap?
No.
To make like a big apron smaller for a little kid?
I had never done that.
Yeah, so you take the neck strap
and
you thread one of the the waist straps through it, and then you tie it
down.
So it makes it almost like a halter back because it pulls it down. Yeah, and then you can like wrap it around the front.
I wish I had known that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little tip. There you go. Much baking and much baking with my children.
Yeah, we bake a lot with our kids too. But we just don't put them in aprons because we have aprons, but my husband bakes a lot. He never uses an apron.
I always wore an apron, so they wanted an apron too, or like, and they didn't like the sensation of like getting wet. Oh, also we would put them up against the sink on a chair, and then they'd play in the water, like when they were like 12 months old, 18 months old.
Yeah.
They love that.
Of course, Shabby has a Star Wars apron.
Of course.
Because he's a little gourmand these days.
He is. Chavi is
like cooking like crazy.
Yeah, Chavi's gonna start. He's gonna start a little food truck soon.
So we've been frying donuts at my house, and
isn't it fantastic?
Yeah.
It's
oh my god.
So good.
I love a good donut.
So
and even though
ones?
Yeast, of course. I don't like a cake donut.
Of course.
They have to be yeasty.
Mm-hmm.
Owen's been making them up, and then we'll have a day where we just fry a whole bunch of donuts. Last time we did, I made a honey dip glaze for them. They were so good. And so my son was like, we need to sell these. Like, we need to have a little stand and sell donuts because he wants the money. He realizes that money buys things now.
Yeah.
And so, he's like, we need to sell them. And, like, so, I think this summer we might have a day where we...
Have I ever told you about how I started my entrepreneurial
yes, I
journey?
Remember. Yes.
Selling cookies.
Yes.
Selling cookies. Yeah. We sold a shit ton of cookies.
Oh, my God.
We sold so many cookies.
The thing is, we have a little dead-end street, so, like, we don't get a lot of, like, traffic.
Just walk over to Pinecrest.
I know, right?
Just walk over.
Well, and then Highgate gets more,
But also, like, walk over. Are there summer camps?
Yeah, sometimes at Pinecrest and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, just anywhere where there are parents and children. Just walk over there, set up a little table.
Well, we have a Facebook group too for our neighborhood, so we'll just say, hey, you want some donuts? Come on over.
Yeah, so that would also work. Also, that would that would work.
And Owen was talking about doing them at a little donut booth at Fabrications.
Sure.
About doing it to fry to order, like made to order. Like, you want six donuts? Let's fry them right now.
Yes.
So
yeah. I don't make them all the time, but I've been sort of experimenting with Ukrainian donut recipes. To sort of like try to like reconnect with that a little bit.
Totally.
But there are like pre-made poppy seed filling that you can get.
See, I'm not a big poppy seed filling fan.
I love poppy seed filling. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So we've been doing that.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Donuts.
It's really good. They do a lot of like fruit fillings too.
Yeah.
It's mostly filled donuts.
Yeah, like a ponchki kind of thing, but Ukrainian.
Yeah. They're pampushki.
There you go.
Yeah.
Similar, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're all so good though.
I know. Fried bread. Like
I love a good donut.
What's not to love? One thing that we are back in stock on is these puppies.
Oh, are they the Forte?
The Forte, the Chagu Fortes. And these have been selling super well.
Because they're amazing.
They're amazing. They're so nice. The needles are really nice and lightweight, and they're not cold. They're nice. They're wood, so they're nice and warm on your hands.
That would be nice. I never thought about metal needles being cold on your hands.
Yeah.
My hands are always cold, so that would not be fun.
And the tips aren't super sharp. They're like fine points, but they're not sharp, so they're not gonna like poke your fingers too much. No. And then you've got all these accessories and a lovely little carrying case.
Accessories.
Yeah, and 2 different kinds of cords too.
Yes.
So it's got the traditional
red,
red lace cords, and then it has the 360 cords, which spin 360 degrees. So it makes for smoother knitting. But yeah, these have been selling super well. We're just keeping like 1 in stock at a time, just because they are a little pricey, but a very lovely indulgence or treat.
Oh my gosh!
If you are looking to treat yourself or as a gift, I think mostly this has been. I know 1 or 2 people have bought them as like retirement gifts for themselves.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, treat yourself.
Yeah, treat themselves. Yeah. So.
Totally.
So that's on the website, and we have it up at the cache as well. And then these are super fun, also a knitting thing. So these are knitting blocking wires, and I haven't actually looked at them. There's a little package of T-pins, and then there's all of these little wires here, and they're all, I'm not going to unwrap them, but they are all like these no memory, they won't kink.
Oh, okay. Well,
so they're for blocking, and it's, like you can shape them into whatever kind of shape you want. So if you're doing a shawl and you need it to be
kind of like a curve.
Exactly. You can shape them, and so there's just a ton in here.
That's cool.
There are 475 centimeters, 300 centimeters ones, and then 30 stainless steel T-pins, and then instructions as well in a lovely little carrying case, which I really appreciate, because the other blocking wires, like the blocking wires that I have at home and that we have carried in the store before, came in this enormous tube, and it was very
like, how do you store
awkward.
That? Yeah, how do you store that?
Very awkward. So really great instructions here. With plenty of flexibility and elasticity, the wires spring back to straight after use and are guaranteed not to rust.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we have a couple sets of these, and these are a really lovely sort of like next step on your knitting journey if you are gradually adding to your knitting collection of knitting tools.
And then last, let's talk about these guys. We got some new Sarah Hearts labels. Oh my God, I can't talk. Made at the lake.
Yeah.
Dog mom.
Yes.
I love these strawberries.
They're super sweet.
I have some of that Ruby Star strawberry canvas.
Yeah,
and I was like,
perfect.
How can I not? And then of course,
the trans heart and the rainbow hearts, which are also awesome.
Super fun. So yeah, they're new. They are available. They are on the website. They are in store.
Amazing. This is another H&H order.
Yeah, Sarah Hart's had these new ones. I love how when she does trade shows, she comes with a cloth book. And she's got all of her labels sewn into it, and then you can. It's just very nice.
It's a really nice book. Yeah, it's like she's just made it out of muslin or something.
Yeah, instead of like just having printed like pictures. And you can actually see the label, and it's all sewn in nice. And it's really super cool. Yeah. We need to talk about what's coming up in the store in the next little bit.
Yes. So next Friday. Next Friday is we've got an extra Fat Quarter Friday.
It's the last Friday of the month.
Last Friday of the month. Last day of the month, the 31st.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We're doing an extra Fat Quarter Friday. So come in and buy Fat Quarters. Buy 5, you get the 6th one for free.
Yeah.
And then of course the next Friday is the first Friday of the month. So on that Friday as well.
So if you have a bingo card and you haven't done the Fat Quarter Friday one yet, you can come in this Friday and get that.
Yes. So we're doing this hopefully to help people like fill out their bingo cards. So yeah, bring in your bingo cards, buy some Fat Quarters. Fat Quarters are great. They're like the potato chip of the craft industry.
You
can't have just one, and they're very useful, and nobody says no to, and they're very handy to have around because you can just use them in all sorts of situations.
And so many, you can make all sorts of different things with Fat Quarters. Yeah. And then a lot of quilting patterns are made for Fat Quarters. Yeah. And you just need so many Fat Quarters, and there you go. You got a quilt. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We should talk about Knit in Public Day. It's coming up.
This is reversed, but Knit in Public Day is Saturday, June 8th. From 11 until 5, so our opening hours on that Saturday. We've got a bunch of tents. Bring your chairs. We have more tents this year than we did last year. We're going to try and have double what we had last year. Bring a chair, bring your knitting, come and hang out. Mary Dairy will be here, but only until 1 p.m.
Yeah, they were like booked or something. Not double booked, but they only could give us so much time. So yeah, if you come and spend $30 in store, you get a free ice cream from Mary Dairy. You can also buy extra ice cream from them. Yeah.
And then Alley Cat is going to be doing a trunk show, which I'm very excited about because I want to get some more of the silk linen. I want to get some more of the linen
I got some of her yak stuff last year.
Also delightful.
And I'm not a knitter, so it's just sitting in my sewing room, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, so soft, so warm.
Yeah, so Knit in Public Day last year was so much fun. It was a gorgeous day.
My kids love Knit in Public Day because of the ice cream.
Yeah.
I always bring them over and they get an ice cream and they love it.
It's great. And Mary Dairy is super fun. I love their flavors. I don't know what they're bringing. I think that's
we don't know if it's going to be the hard ice cream or the soft serve. We don't know. It's going to be a surprise. Either is delicious.
Either is fine with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably cut it close. It's 3. We've been doing this for a while. You got a meeting.
I have a meeting in 25 minutes.
You need to prepare.
I need to get my head in the game. Look at my budget. I need to look at my budget.
Your spreadsheets.
And plan out. Yeah. No, I can't buy all the pretties whenever I want them.
It is hard to
I have to have only some of the pretties. Yeah, and I have to prioritize the pretties. And you know what? It could be restrictive, but honestly, there's a lot of freedom within the structure of the budget.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what all those budgeting people always say, right? Anyhow, that's it. Message us if you have any questions or comments or sewing problems that you need answered.
I love answering people's sewing problems.
Oh yeah, it's super fun. Yeah.
It makes me
I was talking to a woman yesterday, and she was looking for a project to make with some denim jeans.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Left from her father, who had passed away recently.
Yes. Okay.
So she was trying to think of like what could she make that she could use, and she was thinking of a dress, but we talked a little bit about it, and she's like, well, I don't really wear dresses.
Yeah.
So
then that's just gonna sit in your
don't
closet.
do that.
No.
And then we looked at some jackets, and she's like, well, I don't really wear. She doesn't like the shape of the jackets. I'm like, okay, so we settled on like she bought the that popover tunic sort of thing from So Liberated.
Oh, studio tunic.
Tunic. So she bought that, and she's going to like color block it.
Oh, that would be super
because there's
cool.
lots of different denims, and she's gonna sort of give it like an upcycled sort of look to it, and she can like pop that on, you know, with different outfits. She can make it longer into like a little pinafore.
I have that pattern.
It could be like an apron.
For the house. It's so versatile, that pattern, for sure. So, and the pockets on it are
great. There's different pockets.
Yeah.
It already has a seam down the front, which was also going to be really helpful for her.
It helps you use less fabric, and if you're like using materials like that, you don't have a big wide piece of fabric to use, so it'll help you with that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's super cool.
Yeah, that was fun yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyhow, and I'm sure that today will be fun as well. And
it's beautiful outside
gorgeous,
already.
Not quite as hot today, which is nice. My son works at Starbucks, and he was dying yesterday.
Yeah, all that steam in there.
And apparently they're only allowed to adjust their thermostat 2 degrees hotter or colder.
Yes, that makes sense.
They don't have
Comes from corporate, right?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of leeway.
I'm surprised they're even allowed to adjust it. I'm surprised it's not like corporate sets it.
Yeah, but so it's a little steamy, but he loves his job, so it wasn't too bad. Anyhow, have a good day, everybody.
We'll see you later.
See ya.